Hello folks, how are you? My name is Claudio Teixeira. I'm founder and CEO of UFLY Simulator Inc. And we're here in Mississauga today in our facility with 777-200LR. With me today, Captain Andrew Plater. He is the one from Falconer YouTuber, and he's going to be doing the flight today. He is the pilot flying, and I am the pilot monitoring. So, quick overview here before we go on the flight. I'd like to thank Giuliano De Luca from Go Live TV, also Chris Norowski from Fly GTA in Toronto, and lately Apple TV with Roku TV as well. Thank you folks to give us your support. All right.
Is the APU running?
Yeah, APU is running. Can you feel the cold air?
Yeah.
Like that, huh?
You can hear it too.
Oh, it's noisy. It's an old plane, I suppose. Anyways,
maintenance.
Our flight today it's Emirates flight 132. Our aircraft it's a 772. Our airlines we are departing from Singapore. ICAO code WSS. Destination OMDB, which is Dubai.
Beautiful. That's a very nice approach.
Yep.
Excited for that one.
We're gonna have a cruise of 3,800, which is 38,000 feet, and we are going to be an airtime flight 6 hours and 47 minutes,
Ooh.
almost 7 hours.
Long.
We're pretty heavy today. We have about 173 tons of zero fuel weight, and our continues on. Hold on a second. A maximum would be 297. We are 220 tons today. Our fuel, we have 48 tons of fuel with 8.9 of reserve. We're going to be using at about 39 tons of fuel on this trip. Taking us straight to the runway 02L. We're going to Masbo, then Airways 4A457, leaving at Agosa, to another Airways R467, leaving at Gunip, entering the next one, N571, leaving at Vuset, another one A454, leaving at Pasov, then the last one, or not the last one, almost the last one, M564, leaving at Puxil, entering P574, and finally to Imped. Then arriving at OMDB at runway 12R. So flight time, as I mentioned to you, 6 hours 47 minutes. Our payload today, it's about 35.1, and we are almost at full capacity in passengers, not as much in cargo, but it should be some fun. Let's go with our checklist to start with, Captain.
All right, let's go ahead and begin the pre-flight checklist.
Okay, the pre-flight checklist. It's the inspection. It's been done already outside.
Did you do that?
Yes, sir, I did. Before I turned the air conditioning on, of course. We still have the view outside. Dominic is our IT guy today in the back seat. He's actually in the jump seat. He's going to access us with the cameras. Dominic, if you want to show the plane outside, please, that'll be great. Oxygen mask. Let's do the oxygen mask. Good. FMC, we just talked about it at the flight management computer. We just load all the flight plan.
Program, yeah.
We all programmed. Briefing. Let's go for the briefing.
We just had it.
We just had it. We just need to talk about, I just saw the video today about the briefing. Actually, a captain told me the other day. We should be talking about the V speeds.
Oh, okay.
Before we go.
All right, so let's go through it then. So V speeds, we got V1 126, VR 134, V2 155. It's already been programmed. What was the takeoff runway today again?
12R. Sorry, 12.
02 left.
12.
I see 02 left on our map here.
Yeah, 2 left.
So we'll make sure our heading is set for that. 020.
And we climb initially to 9,000.
Yep.
Okay.
That's the briefing complete.
So we're going to be pushing back, tail right, nose left. We're going to taxi straight forward all the way to the end. It's pretty much the runway is right on our left hand side. And then we taxi to the very end because we're heavy. We need all the space we can use, all the runway. Then if you want to talk about it, you're the one pilot flying today, about the V1, the procedure, and for the emergency.
Okay, so basically our V1 speed is our decision speed. Basically, as long as we're below V1, then we decide if there's an emergency on board, such as an engine failure, to abort the takeoff. Past V1, usually a rotate call out is coming on, so that means we are rotating the plane towards the sky and getting as much lift as we can through the wings to the point where we take off the ground. After V1, if there's an emergency, we have to continue with the takeoff, and in this case, our emergency procedure would most likely be a 180-degree turn and heading back for the runway in the opposite direction we take off from, as it's the fastest way back down. If we do have a fire on board, we'll be igniting the extinguishers here and hoping for the best.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
But we'll make sure the engine's shut down and everything will follow the proper procedure. We do have the procedures on board the aircraft at this time, so. And Claudio is well trained in emergency situations like that.
Yes, I run like a fast guy.
Claudio's eject button is right next to his seat there. I don't have one, unfortunately.
Okay, so that completes a briefing complete. Good. So altimeters, I have mine in 2992, the three of them. Okay, excellent. Fuel control switch, I still cut off.
Yep.
Transponder on still on standby, and APU is running. So at this moment we're just waiting for all the passengers to be boarding so we can close all the doors and request a pushback.
Alright, in the meantime, let's get her set up. So we'll do the lights on here, and we'll go ahead and start doing our hydraulics as well. There's our hydraulics. APU, so you said, was running, so that's all set. Packs are coming alive, and we'll do the fuel pumps on as well. And then I'm going to call for the checklist to be run for the pre-start checklist. Okay.
Flight attendants, prepare for gate departure.
So looks like the doors are closing now.
Yeah.
And let's do the pre-pushback checklist before start.
Okay, before start, external power is
disconnected.
Cabin windows
locked and closed.
Excellent. Seatbelt signs on.
Automatic.
Hydraulic pumps on.
On.
Fuel quantity
checked.
On board. Fuel pumps on. And beacon
is on.
MCP autopilot panel. We just have to reset the auto throttle.
Sure.
Auto arm and flight director. That's good. Trim. It's already done.
And you did that already?
I did that already, Captain.
Beautiful.
We have the trim at 5.24.
Okay.
And at this moment, all the doors are closed. We are clear for pushback. So I'm going to change the view from the outside.
And that's the before start checklist complete?
Before the start checklist is complete.
Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and call in the pushback. So we'll go over here. We'll go... I seem to have lost my way around it. Go for it. Emirates Flight 132 requesting pushback.
Ground, go ahead.
This is Emirates Flight 132 requesting pushback.
Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Okay, steering pin inserted. Please release brakes.
Brakes released.
Pushing back.
I think it's...
I forgot. We both forgot. We keep forgetting it.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll wait for the ground crew to give us an engine all clear start, because as we push back, we want to make sure that there's no ground handling services near the engines as we start them up, because when they are running, they'll suck anything on the ground right into them, and that doesn't matter if it's a human being or a piece of equipment. It can cause damage to the aircraft and cause damage to people's lives. So
indeed,
we want to make sure that the ground crew gives us 100% clearance before we start those engines. And those are big engines. They'll swallow a car entirely. And especially since usually as we push back, there will be somebody standing on the edge of the wing there, on each edge, guiding and making sure that we're not going to collide with anything.
All engines clear for startup.
So that's the clearance there. It means that it's been
thank you.
cleared. So we'll go ahead and let's start off by starting engine number 1.
Engine number 1, start.
And at this time, we're going to watch the oil pressure as well and make sure that everything looks good. And once the oil pressure is up to where we need it to be, we'll go ahead and introduce the fuel. So there's 6, usually at 7 oil pressure. That's when we introduce the fuel. So there it is. Engine number 1 is starting up. We're at 5% on the, what is that, N1. And that is Claudio there using our laser device in the nose of the aircraft, and that will take care of any traffic in our way.
Towing system is removed. Please wait for my hand signal on the left hand side. Bye bye.
Bye. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Bye bye. It's on the other side. Bye.
Looks like we got another guy to take care of. He's
yeah, you like that too, huh?
Yes, sir.
Engine number 1 is running good.
Okay. Let's go ahead. The engine number 2.
Start engine number 2.
Beautiful. Volume seems a little bit low, no? Volume is low?
The engines?
Yeah.
I can't hear anything because of the damn air conditioning.
Yeah.
It's right here in my...
Okay, we got 9 PSI, so we'll go ahead and introduce the fuel.
Here we go. Perfect.
And you know, it's so amazing how these engines are starting up, because typically in a car you have an electric motor that's running the gearbox to start the engine, but in this, because the engines are so big and the fans are so wide, it's such a big engine that it actually requires forced air to be pushed into the starter gear that actually starts spinning the motor. And we get forced air from our auxiliary power unit in the back of the aircraft that sucks air from outside, compresses it, and sends it to the right components to start the engines. So it looks like engine number 2 has stabilized and should be coming up to 22.8%. We're good. And our exhaust gas temperature is looking good as well. It's not spiking, so it looks like the engines are stable.
Okay, so let's go for after start engine checklist.
You got it.
Engine anti-ice.
I'm going to do automatic.
Auto.
Set flaps before you get to that.
Flaps to 5.
Flaps 5. Auto brake RTO.
Okay, recall. Any recalls? No recalls.
Gas. Let's go ahead and we will leave it on standby until we get to the runway. At that point, we'll turn it on automatic.
And flight deck door is now locked.
Beautiful.
Plus, the final load sheet has been received. We are now clear to taxi. We're just gonna go straight ahead.
All right. Before we do, let's clear this caution.
All right. Dominic, can you?
And we'll do the taxi lights on as well.
Can you
lights.
show this camera here with the? I'm gonna do the taxi, okay, Captain? So we can show our viewers. Clear on the right?
Clear on the left.
We are heavy. Can you feel it? Supposed to be heavy, right? We're big boys. I think we're gonna take in a bridge over the highway, or call me crazy, but I see the cars crossing the taxiway.
I think you're crazy.
What's going on? Look at that. What's going on here? And they go over the bridge.
I think we just crashed into a Toyota Corolla with a family of 4.
Yeah. That's the first time I've seen it. Well, actually, the first time I've seen this conflict from the cars to the airport. but that's
train.
yeah. No, what I'm saying is seen on the system in our program. The first time that I've seen it.
Yeah, I'll take it from here.
All right, go for it. Okay, before takeoff, flaps.
5, 3.
Transponder on.
Stand by still. Let's make it automatic.
Okay, TRA set.
TCAS test
And
passed.
auto flight controls has
Can you
been
check
checked
it
yet.
out, please?
Yes, I
While
can.
Line up here.
Okay, full up. Center.
Approaching
Full
02
down,
left.
center. Full right, center. Full left, center. Rudder, left, rudder, right. Here we go. Okay, flight controls are checked. Trim is set. Alert the crew.
Cabin crew, take your seats for takeoff.
Before takeoff, check
On
the
runway
complete.
02 left.
Thank you, sir.
Strobe lights on, runway lights on, that's lights off. We are clear to take off, you have control.
Okay, that's as well as 50%. Watch them stabilize. And there's 50%. Engines are stabilized, no issues. So we'll go ahead and hit the toggle button. There it goes.
Eighty knots.
Check.
B1.
Rotate.
Here we
B2.
Positive rate.
You're up.
Gear up.
And flaps 1.
Flaps one. Oh, it's nice, look at that.
Yeah, not a bad correction. Okay, we're losing speed. Auto controls engaged.
It
Yes,
was.
it is.
Just reset it again.
Set speed 190. Or let's make it 230. That's why, because we didn't have the speed set.
All right.
And it's like, I don't know if it's just me or it's windy.
It's a nice takeoff, you fly around, that's the city.
Oh yeah, nice. You want to do an outside view?
Yeah, let's do an outside view. That's a big stadium. Look at the airport right there. Looks like a lot of small islands. It's a big stadium over there. Look at that. Yeah. We're gonna have to set up one of these days here that city. So 6,000 feet. Landing lights off. Runway lights off.
After takeoff checklist?
After takeoff checklist. Gear up. Flaps.
Up.
Up. Anti-ice on auto.
Automatic.
Lights off and turn the APU off after takeoff checklist is complete. Yeah, I like the scenery.
Could you please set altitude for our cruising out? As the tower has given us clearance.
Are we climbing to 38,000?
Push the button.
Okay.
Next one. Okay. Beautiful. So that's it for checklists, and now we just sit back and monitor. We don't relax. We can't relax in the plane.
Yeah. So we are now approaching 10,000 feet. We'll just tell the flight crew that 10,000 feet has been reached.
You remind me to take a drink of water.
Good for you. Good for you, man.
Okay, you gotta set the altimeter to standard. accept, cancel, reject.
This is for the CPDLC. When you're flying over the ocean, control pilot data link communication. This is when you're communicating with the ATC, and when they send you a message, you will either accept it, you cancel, or you reject what they told you, in case you wanted to change your flight plan.
All right, because they only give you the routing once you get to the crossing.
Yeah. So
And at that point, who monitors the altitude and collisions and stuff?
you request about a half an hour before crossing, and then within 10 minutes they usually send the message here. So you have to set up here like a text message deal, and you send them a message saying your flight number. They have that in their file for the day, and they will comply to say you're clear to go as your flight plan, or they'll give you a different routes to go over the ocean, and then you accept it or you reject it if you don't want to, and then you have time to do it. Usually you just accept it because they're in control, right?
And then, so as I understand it, there's no radio communication once you're over the ocean, right?
Still is.
Still
We don't
is.
use it. It's just the radio is off.
So then, how do you avoid crashing into someone else?
Well, you still have your TCAS on,
Yeah.
right? It's still working, and you just keep monitoring yourself on the radar, and that's it. They are monitoring us as well. They see us. We can see on the plane, and we're just following our route. That's it. If anything changes, if they need to add something else, they'll send us a message on the CPDLC. And that's what they say. They changed the plane, something else came up, and they are doing ahead of time. They're not going to do right away. If somebody make a mistake and they don't do it all, we still have the TCAS warn us a collision in the back, right? And then we have to take action.
Have you ever seen those videos online of the planes really close to each other on the transatlantic crossing?
Oh yeah?
Like one guy will be flying here, another guy will be passing by like this, like really close.
I've seen it. All right, we had 36,000.
Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and fast forward at this point,
All right.
as it's been pretty uneventful. So we'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist, seatbelt signs.
On.
Perfect. Altimeter.
Standard still.
Okay. Reference speed, VREF.
Let's go ahead and program that.
Okay, there will be 132 plus 5 with flaps further, 30.
Yeah.
Set.
37.
Outer brakes on 2. And recalls. No recalls. Arrival briefing.
So our arrival basically is going to be. You said we're landing over the oceanic runway,
Yes.
and that's ILS 12 right is the active right now. So that hasn't changed with ATC yet. We're going to continue our descent here. Next waypoint, which is Brooksville, we have to be down at 30,000, which we are doing well below. So I'm going to take us control of the speed here, because I do want to reduce our rate of descent just a little bit. We're going a little bit fast. So other than that, it looks like a straight in approach. We're not doing any turns or anything like that. It's pretty much right in, and I believe that's the wire right over there on that coast.
Yep. Cool. And minimums.
So minimums, I'm gonna do
520.
sure.
That's why I say 520. I don't have to do it.
Wow.
The same checklist is complete, Captain.
All right. Don't get this guy as your co-pilot.
Only was there 520.
We'll just set this down to 3,000 and we'll let BNAV do the work for us.
Okay. So we should request a tower to allow us to fly over Dubai so we can show our viewers Dubai City, huh?
So how do you want to fly? Do you want to fly like this or you want to fly through the ocean?
Airplane.
Obviously, you want to fly with a
I'm
car.
so sorry, that one I can resist.
So how do you want to fly, like this or over the ocean and
In the
come around?
cockpit. Perfect. Boy. Well, I'd like to fly, if we fly right over on the left of the Burj Khalifa Tower, that means we have the Burj Khalifa on the right, the Burj Arabic Hotel on the left, plus the palm trees on the left, and that will give us enough room to make the turn for the runway 12.
So you're saying to go like this? Or coming over the ocean?
Well, we're coming, where is Dubai? Right now we still don't see Dubai right in front
Right in
of us.
front of us.
So that's the airport somewhere in there. So we fly to the left of it, on the left side.
So it looks to me like the airport's on the left though, according to our map here.
Oh, you're right.
So the only way I see this working is if we go and do a loop around and then come back. So we'll have to do like a right turn all the way around, like a spiral. So in that case, we'll just hold this heading now, which is 303.
So actually the airport's on the left, isn't it?
Yes.
So
what
then,
you can do is
then
we go
Dubai is over
straight.
there. Dubai is not here. Dubai is over there because Dubai is on the left of the airport. Let's go this way for now. And as we get closer, we request
We'll figure it out.
to join the circuit. To join the
So
circuit.
you want to go straight ahead?
I actually, if Dubai is there, I would like to go here, then make a right turn and come back because that's the runway we landed. But the flight plan is to go from here to land.
Right.
So, but Dubai is a little bit more over there. I would like to fly over Dubai, that's all.
Are you sure Dubai's over there? What's
Yeah.
this one here? Abu Dhabi then?
No?
And what's this one? Want to check on the map there? Just double check. Because that looks like Dubai to me. It's the biggest city here.
Yeah, Dubai is right in front of
Right
us.
in front of us.
A little bit to the left though.
Oh, so you're saying we have the everything on the right side of the plane?
Well, yeah, I mean, basically the airport is here, right?
Yeah.
So if the airport is here, Dubai is more over there.
Yeah.
So that's why when I go, instead of going here and make this way, I want to go there and come back that way.
Okay, but we're gonna be.
Because we landed on the opposite direction.
Are we?
Yeah. And it's a pretty tight turn. Look at it.
I see that.
12.
Oh, okay.
12 is from the ocean. So this way here is runway 30.
Got it.
Left and right.
So then, do we have to deviate because we're gonna be flying over there anyways?
Yeah, we will. That's what I'm saying. We go a little bit to the left and fly over Dubai, come back and land.
Okay.
And folks, this is just a special authorization for us, just because the ATC in Dubai really like us, okay?
Yep.
Just, you only get this permission when you're flying here at UFLY Simulator, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada.
Correct.
Nowhere else, right, Dominic?
Okay, so I've set the altitude to 5,000.
That's good.
VNAV is still on, and I'll leave the heading select. We're gonna fly straight ahead.
We have a caution light on, so we're gonna double check the recall. There's no recall, we can turn that off.
Should I do a bit more left?
It's good for now. It's good for now. If you wanna go a little bit more, yeah. I was thinking in
What's that?
no, this is good.
think it's on the
Run?
I think it's on the same coast as Dubai, then, isn't it? Yeah, right there. See, there it is, Abu Dhabi on the left side of Dubai, right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's more that way.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Scenery's loading in now.
Yeah. Oman. So Abu Dhabi, it's a country. Oman is another country. And United Emirates is another country.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, it looks like. You see, I see Abu Dhabi here.
Yeah.
Then I see Abu Dhabi city. Then I see the line with Oman. See Oman?
Yeah.
It seems to be that this is a country.
Wow.
Now, Abu Dhabi, you see here the line?
Yeah. But is it Dubai? Is Dubai in Abu Dhabi though? Or no?
No? Dominic, we need your assistance. Talk to us about this country. You're completely lost. Hey folks, anybody watching us, please help us. We don't know about this region much as we should. I know the airport though. Ha 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 ha. That's the important thing. I still don't see the Khalifa Tower.
The Burj Khalifa.
Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa.
It looks like we're going to hit 5,000 feet directly above the city, which is, I think, is good. We'll be able to get a good view of everything. What's that? Do we want to increase the rate of descent? I guess so, yeah. I guess set the altimeter.
Baron to standard, please. Yeah, we should actually request for 3,000.
Go ahead and reduce speed.
Okay, you're good. You're good for now. Yeah, I see they're starting to see the city.
may have had a drink or two. Should inform airport authorities once we get that to ground.
And go back to Takeoff as soon as we passed over the ocean again. Burj Khalifa is there.
You want to do the outside view so we can get a good view of everything there as we fly past? Oh yeah. Oh, go back one more. That left, yeah. Look at that. That looks like out of the commercial or something.
You're very welcome, Emirates. Our pleasure to participate.
Your marketing campaign.
And then we go back to the ocean and we join the circuit again.
Yes, sir.
See, that's the Burj Arab Hotel right there. This river he created, this whole river was man-made. The guy is a visionary,
Yeah, I read his book.
big time.
He said everything that in the city he visualized it as before he built it.
There it is, the Burj Khalifa. Tallest building in the world. Oh my word.
That's nice, right there. That is nice.
Cool. Excellent. Look at that. And I'm just gonna go on the other side. And you see in front of us is the small country islands.
Yeah.
And I put it on the other side a little bit. There is the Palm Tree Islands. And here, the Burj Arabic Hotel.
Oh yeah.
I heard they charge you $120 US to take the elevator to go up on the roof just to check it out.
Wow.
Yeah, per person, huh? No
Wow.
person in the family.
Wow.
Look at that. Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, this is a nice one. See the palm tree?
Yes, sir.
That's the 7-star hotel in the world. Too soon now.
Is it?
Yeah, too soon. Well, the streets too. That's a nice view though, like that. So what we can do now is if we punch it in it up, it gives you zoom in a little bit. Not yet, not yet. See, you do it again, and it follows the white dotted line. We'll keep making the new trajectory. So I think it's safe for us to slow down to 200 knots. There you go. And we're gonna set flaps 1. Now we'll see if we execute. Now we have a new line. And I think it's good enough for us, Captain. go back inside view. And we are going to the approach checklist. Radio and courses set. Altimeter set. Alert the crew for landing.
Cabin crew, take your seats for landing, please.
Before approach checklist is complete. Okay.
Not yet. Let's hang on for a second. Okay, let's do flap side.
Okay, landing checklist. Lights
On.
gear,
Still up.
and speed brake is armed.
It's not. No, it is.
Speed brake is armed. Landing checklist is complete.
Okay, after this turn, let's do landing gear down. Let's do flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Right, when it's dark in here, it looks more like it feels more realistic, you know, with the sunset and everything.
This is perfect. Runway 12 right.
So we'll let the aircraft complete its turn. Once it does, we'll be within 10 nautical miles. So we'll do. Can you activate approach hold? There's the ILS kicking in. Wow, that's way too close.
Okay, you have control.
Autopilot re-engaged and approach hold is on. Okay, let's do landing gear down
Landing gears down.
and flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
And approach speed set 5 knots. Beautiful. 137. Okay.
This is good. Okay, before landing checklist. Gear down, green. Cabin is ready. Auto brake is on 2. Speed brake is on. Flaps 30 and green. Runway lights on. And we're clear for landing. Oh, here we go. It's a nice approach. That's the cruise ship right there already.
Yeah, that's actually a nice view. Nice view. You want to do an outside view one more time really quickly? Just to show the aircraft in full landing configuration. It's a nice view.
Radio altimeter.
Very nice. You're gonna have to rotate it like this because you can't see. The camera's not wide enough up there. That's good. Then now they can see the Burj Khalifa on the camera.
Too much.
There you go.
Oh, this one is also nice. Look at that.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get back inside. Almost there.
It's another view right there. 1700. Oh, right over cruising.
And we have a tailwind, 5 knots.
Alright. 338 degrees. Let 3.
Okay, my plane.
Flag.
1,000.
Checked.
Let's check.
Approaching. 1, 2, right.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Runway sight.
500.
Firm landing. Aircraft is stable.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And reversers engaged.
Nice landing, Captain.
Thank you.
3,000 remaining.
80 knots.
Manual braking.
Manual braking.
2,000
And we
remaining.
exit in the first taxiway after we stop the plane to the right.
Approaching. 3, 0 left.
There's 30 knots. Okay, sir, let's do flaps up, spoilers retract, APU start. Got a short taxi.
APU start.
And after the landing, check the speed.
That's the lights on, runway lights
Throws
off,
off.
throws off. Okay, after landing checklist, APU started, yes, set, anti-ice off, exterior lights as required, radar off, auto brakes off, check, speed brakes down, flaps up, transponder on standby after landing checklist is complete. And we are very fortunate today to have the very first gate available to us. Here we go, taxi lights on.
Ladies and
Scenery
gentlemen,
is
it
impressive.
will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will give you any indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatback pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead
This
lockers,
gate here.
as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
It's a huge terminal. Look at the sun, right sun setting right on the tower. Taxi lights off. parking checklist. Fuel control switch, cut off, parking brake, set, seatbelt sign, off, hydraulic system, off, fuel pumps, off, beacon, nav logo, off, flight directors, off, logbook completed.
Okay.
After parking, checklist is complete. And these will complete the flights today. So I'll be using this camera here.
Yep.
Okay, folks. Thank you very much for joining us today on our flight from Singapore to Dubai. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to prepare another one next week. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Andrew, and from Falconer YouTuber. And I also would like to thank Julian DeLuca from Go Live TV, plus Chris Norowski from Flight ETA, Apple TV, Roku TV, all the folks that are giving us a great support. Really appreciate that. And guys, if you have some comments, some likes, please do so. That's important. Once again, we are located in Mississauga, Ontario, in Canada, close to Lake Ontario, nearby Pearson Airport. And you can check our website at www.uflysimulator.ca. Guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight, and see you next time. Take care.